Good morning and Jai Hind children. Welcome to SST class. As you all know that our lesson 14 transport and communication is going on. So children, first of all I am going to revise all the topics that is being done till now and then we will further proceed in the lesson. So children, let's start today's class. I am going to explain you first the topics that we have covered and then I will start off with today's class. Okay. So children, yet we have studied about what is transport and what is communication. What is transport? Transport is movement of people and goods from one place to another. जब एक चीज या हम एक जगह से दूसरी जगह move on करते हैं, then that is known as transportation. Transportation can be done through cycle, rickshaw, yes, tranga, car, bus, train, aeroplane. So it includes from smallest thing to the biggest thing. We make use of anything, whether it is a rickshaw, tranga, and aeroplane. So all are included in means and modes of transport. And in communication, when we talk to other, when we exchange our ideas, and when we share our feelings and emotion with other, then that is known as communication. When two people are talking together, then that is also communication because they are exchanging their views and opinions. So children, this is what about transport and communication. We are going to first study about the transport. So you all know that there are three types of transport. One is air transport, land transport and water transport. There are three types of transport. Transportation can be done by three ways. It can be done through airways, then it is known as air transport. Through land, then it will be known as land transport. And through water, then it will be known as water transport. In land transport is again categorized into two ways. One is roadways and other is railways. Okay. So one is roadways and other one is railways. In roadways are included bus, truck and car. Then in roadways, what all the things you see moving on road, जो भी चीजें road पे चलती हैं, they are included in road transport. And the things that run on track are included in railways or rail transport. Okay, so this is how you can make difference. जो भी चीजें आपको road पे चलती हुई दिखाई देती है, they are known as roadways or you can say road transport. And railways, the things that move on track are included in railways. It may be a cargo train, a goods train, a passenger train, a metro, a local train, or any form of train that you see moving on tracks is known as railways. Included in railways. Okay. So children, now we move further. In previous class, I have told you about there are two types of roads. One is metal road and other one is unmetal roads. Metal roads are the pakka roads and unmetal roads are the kacha roads. Metal roads are made of cement and tar and unmetal roads are made of mud. And also it is very difficult during rainy season. In unmetal roads, the transportation become very difficult for people because the land gets muddy. As it is not constructed properly, it is not constructed strongly. So it's all muddy all up there and the transport becomes very difficult in unmetal roads. And you will find unmetal roads mostly in rural areas. जो villages हैं, जो rural areas हैं, there you will find the unmetal roads. And metal roads you will find in cities, towns. Okay. So metal roads are pakka roads and unmetal roads are kacha roads. Then metal roads are for longer period of time because they are strongly built. And unmetal roads are for a short period because they are made up of mud. And once the rain comes, it all flow away the path. Okay. So this we have studied about metal roads and unmetal roads. Then we have studied about highways. What are highways? Highways are the roads that connect major cities and towns. Okay. जो भी highway, जो भी road major cities को connect करती है, they are known as highways. So the highways have been divided into two parts. One is national highway and other one is state highway. National highway is the highway which connect the states which connect the various cities in different states, जो अलग अलग states को जोड़ता है, that is national highway and it is looked after by national central government. Whereas on the other side, state highway is built within the state, जो state की important cities होती है उसको connect करता है, then that is state capital, state highways, and state highways is looked after and managed by state government. Sometimes it happens that state highway is also connected to national highway. Okay, so the highways which are there, which connects the important cities in different states, and that is national highway, and the highways that connect within the state, cities within the state, important cities within the state, then that is state highway. Then I have told you that NH44 जो कि it starts from Srinagar in Jammu and Kashmir, and it ends in Kanyakumari in Tamil Nadu, is the longest national highway of India. Before it was Grand Trunk Road. इससे पहले Grand Trunk Road NH7 जो है, that was the longest national highway of India, which was built by Sher Shah Suri. Okay, so पहले National Highway 7 जो था वो longest highway था. Okay, it was starting from Amritsar to Kolkata. But now the thing has been changed. Now the highway from Jammu and Kashmir to Kanyakumari, NH44 is the longest highway of India. So you have to remember this. And who built NH7? Sher Shah Suri built NH7. Okay, so we have read about the state highway and national highway. We have read about metal roads and unmetal road. Then I have told you about golden quadrilateral. What is golden quadrilateral? Golden quadrilateral is you can say the highway which connect the 4 important metropolitan cities of India. 4 metro cities India की कौन सी है? Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai and Kolkata. So the highway that connects all these major important metro cities is known as golden quadrilateral. All these cities are in different states. ये सब different states में है. So this highway which connects it in 4 direction is known as golden quadrilateral. Why it is known as quadrilateral? Because it is of quadrilateral shape. It has 4 sides. Okay. So we have studied about golden quadrilateral, and golden quadrilateral was came into existence by the effort of our former Prime Minister Atal Bihari Vajpayee. This also I have told you in previous class. So children, this completes your land transport. We were studying about land transport. So our land transport is completed now. Yes, now we move on to our next transport, which is water transport. So children, let's watch the PPT first. Now comes the waterways. Okay. What is water transport? See. Water transport refers to movement of goods and passengers on waterways by using various means like boat, steamers, launches, ships, etc. With the help of these means, goods and passengers are carried to different places, both within as well as outside the country. So children, waterways, now water transport, you can understand that whatever transport which is done through water is known as water transport. The transport done through the waterway is known as water transport. It can be a movement of goods or passenger. या तो water transport is used for both movement of goods also, सामान इधर उधर ले जाने के लिए, and for movement of people also, या फिर लोगों को इधर उधर ले जाने के लिए. There are various means of water transport. You all have seen boats, steamers, launches, ships, etc. Now children, if you want to see a very simple example of water transport, you go to your river Ganga, which is in your city, and you go there and you will see there are different types of ships. There are different types of boats, steamers. Okay, you will find various types of boats and steamers in your in Ganga river. Okay, So many of you might have taken sail also on boat. Okay. Boating you all have done. With the help of these means, goods and passengers are carried to different places. So with the help of these means, through the water transport, not only people, सिर्फ लोग ही नहीं, but goods are also carried from one place to another. Not only within the country as well as outside the country. जो बड़े बड़े ship होते हैं, they carry people from one country to another, because we all are connected through water. Yes, because our earth is having 72% of water, and we all are connected, all the continents are connected through water. So these ships, the big ships, they don't not only carry people within the country, but they also carry people outside the country. And children, do you know water transport is the cheapest means of transport? You can see there are various types of ships and boats. Now, what is waterways? Waterways is means of travel on water bodies like river, seas and ocean. It is the cheapest and slowest means of transportation, more suitable for transporting heavy loads. It is a fuel efficient and eco-friendly means of transport. Okay, so it is a fuel efficient and eco-friendly means of transport. So children, I am telling you the meaning of waterways. Okay, what is waterways? Now, you all have seen that after land transport comes the water transport. So, the transportation of goods or people that is done through the various waterways. Waterways means what? Means the transport that is done through sea, lake, ocean, river, that is water transport. Okay, so movement through these water bodies is known as water transport. And you know children, the water transport is the cheapest way of transportation. सबसे सस्ता है. So if a question is asked which is the cheapest mode of transport, then you will answer water transport is the cheapest means of transport. ये इतना cheap क्यों है? Do you know what is the reason behind it? Because it is fuel efficient. That means बहुत कम fuel में the ships can run or ships can sail. It not need the heavy fuel or lot of fuel. Okay, it require a very average amount of fuel for sailing. Boats and ships require boat is sometimes hand driven or maybe a steamer, but it requires very average fuel requirement is needed in water transport. Thus, it is the cheapest form of transport. Whereas airways is comparatively more expensive, most expensive means of transport. So, cheapest means is water transport and expensive means is air transport. So, you have to remember this also. Okay. So, now you all have understood what is water transport. The transportation that is done on water is known as water transportation. And it can be movement of goods also. या तो सामान इधर उधर ले जाना हो या तो फिर people move from one place to another. Both are included in water transport. Now I am going to show you various types of water transports. Okay. Now children, I am going to show you various types of ships. See, this is passenger ships. You can see many people are sitting and enjoying on these types of ships. So they are known as passenger ships. In the second picture, you can see there is no person sitting on the ship, but there are some things, cargo loaded in the ship. Or you can say goods are loaded on the ship. So when the goods are loaded on the ship, it is known as cargo ship. जो शिप सामान इधर से उधर ले जाती है, then that is known as cargo ship. जिस शिप पे लोग इधर से उधर जाते हैं, people move from one place to another, they are known as passenger ships. Now comes the luxury ships. Now there are very luxury cruise. They are operating not only they are not only transporting people from one place to another within the country, but they are also fully luxury. They provide fully luxury to the people who wants to go outside the country. So there are various luxury cruise also running on the water bodies. Then comes the tanker ships. Tanker ships are mainly used in the Navy. Navy is one of the defense force of our country. So tanker ships are mainly used for carrying petroleum products from one place to another. जो petroleum products को एक जगह से दूसरी जगह ले जाते हैं, they are known as tanker ships. India has, now we talk about the major ports. India has 13 major ports, which Kolkata Port, Paradip Port, New Mangalore Port, Cochin Port, Jawaharlal Nehru Port, Mumbai Port, Kandla Port, Visakhapatnam Port, Chennai Port, Tuticorin Port, Ennore Port, Marmugao Port, and Port Blair Port. Out of them, Mumbai, JNPT Kandla, Mangalore, Cochin and Marmugao are located on the western coast, while Kolkata, Visakhapatnam, Paradip, Chennai, Tuticorin and Ennore are located on the east coast. Port Blair is located in Andaman and Nicobar Islands. So children, now I am going to show you the important ports of India. Okay? See, we start from the western coast. You can see this is the western side of our country. Okay, so Arabian Sea is in the west of our country, while Bay of Bengal is on the eastern side of our country. Okay, so on western side we are having Arabian Sea, and on eastern side we are having Bay of Bengal. So now we study about the ports that are there on the western side of our country. Kandla Port, okay. Then in Mumbai, Jawaharlal Nehru Port is there. Then Marmugao Port is there. In Goa, you can see. Then New Mangalore Port is in Karnataka. Cochin is also a port. Tuticorin is a port in Tamil Nadu. Chennai Port, Ennore Port, they are also in Tamil Nadu. Then Visakhapatnam Port is in Andhra Pradesh. Paradip is in Orissa. Then you can see Haldia Port is in West Bengal. Okay. So children, you can see that this area, the eastern side, these are the important ports on the eastern side of our country, and these are the important ports on the western side of our country. Okay. So children, I have shown you the various transportation means of water transport through which transportation takes place. And I have also shown you the various ports that are there in our country. Now children, do you know what are ports? Ports होते क्या है? पढ़ तो लिया ports, but होते क्या है? What is the exact meaning of ports? Now children, I give you a very simple example. आपके घर में गाड़ी होगी. Yes, you all are having vehicles, whether it can be a four-wheeler or a two-wheeler, it doesn't matter. But आपके घर में गाड़ी होगी, so you have a place to keep that. आप उनको कहीं ना कहीं रखते होगे. Yes. So when ships are there, okay, so there are places in country which are near the sea. So these places, some of the places are developed as port, जहाँ पे ship आते हैं and they from there loading and unloading of people and goods are being done. जैसे airport होता है, railway station होता है, जहाँ पे एरोप्लेन आते हैं, वहाँ पे लोग बैठते हैं और इधर उधर जाते हैं. सेम केस विथ रेलवेज. ट्रेन कम्स, पीपल, रेलवे स्टेशन यू गो फॉर बोर्डिंग ट्रेन, यू ऑल गो टू रेलवे स्टेशन. यस, ये तो नहीं कि ट्रेन आर कमिंग टू योर होम एंड आप वहीं से जाके अपने ट्रेन में बैठ जाते हो. नो, it doesn't happen, right? So you have to go to railway station for boarding train. You have to go airport for boarding planes. So same is the case if you are having you want to go, then you have to through water transport, then you have to go to ports. Okay, so ports are developed where you will find the ships are kept, where the loading and unloading of people and goods are being done. From there they carry people and goods from one place to another. So that is port. Port is developed in the area where there is sea. Okay. So where the places which are nearer the sea, at those places ports are being developed. So I have shown you the various ports that are located on the western side of our country, that is on the Arabian Sea, and the various ports that are developed on the eastern side of our country, that is on the Bay of Bengal. So children, now we move forward in the lesson. Now children, I have shown you the major ports, major seaports that India is having. Now we move further in our lesson, and now we are going to study about airways. What is airways? Aeroplanes are the fastest and most expensive means of transport used for covering long distances in very short time. Aeroplanes and helicopters transport passengers, maize and perishable goods. They are also used for rescue and relief operation during war and natural calamities. Air transport is of two types, domestic and international. Domestic airlines connects the states with one another, and international airlines connect India with other countries. Okay? So children, now we are going to study about air transport. We have studied about water transport. In water transport, transportation of people and goods can be done. So you have seen that land transport also, goods and people can move from one place to another. Through water transport also, people and goods can move from one place to another. And now we are going to study about air transport. What is air transport? I tell you in a very simpler language. जो भी चीजें air के through एक जगह से दूसरी जगह पहुंचती है, that is air transport. So what you can see flying in the air, is air transport. Okay, the things that move in the air from one place to another, except birds. I am not talking about birds. Okay, so when they carry people and goods from one place to another through airways, then that is known as air transport. Okay, जो हमको air में एक जगह से दूसरी जगह पहुंचाते हैं goods and people को, they are air transport. Now what two things you know are the means of air transport? First answer you will give me, yes, exactly, aeroplane and helicopter. Yes. So you all know that aeroplane and helicopter are the two modes which are included in the air transport, because they carry people from one place to another, not only within the country but they also take us outside the country, and they are the most convenient means of transportation. Also, they are the most expensive means of transportation. Why is it expensive? Have you ever thought about it? It is expensive means of transportation because very limited people, like in train, thousands of people can travel in one time, but in aeroplane it is not there. Yes, so very limited number of people can move in aeroplane. Also, they require a very expensive fuel. Very expensive fuel is used in aeroplane, which makes it a very expensive means of transportation. So if you want to save your time and you have enough of money, okay, which you can spend, so you will take the air transport. Most of the people are adopting it for moving from one country to another. It is the easiest and most comfortable mode of transport. So if a question is asked which is the most cheapest mode of means of transport, then you will say water transport, whereas air transport is the most expensive means of transport. Okay, so then we have studied that air transport are of two types. One is domestic air transport and one is international air transport. So domestic and international, these are the two types of air transport takes place. Domestic is that which is done within the countries. जो सिर्फ हम अपने देश में एक जगह से दूसरी जगह जाते हैं, एक स्टेट से दूसरी जगह जाते हैं, एक सिटी से दूसरी जगह जाते हैं, within the country, that is done by domestic airlines. And the airlines which carry people from one country to another, जो एक country से दूसरे country ले जाते हैं, they are known as international airport. Okay, international airlines. So there are two types of airlines working in our country. So if we want to go foreign country, then we have to opt which option? We will go for international airlines. Okay, so there are two types of air transport. One is domestic and one is international. Then we have studied that air transport is also very efficient and it works in the cases like rescue operations. Yes, if there is any emergency in our country, if there is flood, if we want to evacuate people from there, अगर वो जगह हमें खाली करानी है, so immediate option that we are going to opt will be air transport. So helicopters are used for during various natural calamities for rescue operation, for evacuating people from those places which are badly hit by the natural calamities. Okay, so air transport is also used during wars. Rescue operations are done during wars, during natural calamities. They are very helpful for us. Now children, we move forward in the lesson. Now you can see this is a picture of an aeroplane. Okay, and this is a picture of a helicopter. What is airways? A passage for a current of air, a designated route along which airplanes fly from airport to airport, especially such a route equipped with navigational aids. Okay, so a passage for current of air, a designated route along which airplanes fly. एयरवेज किनको कहा जाता है? जिस जगह से एरोप्लेन फ्लाई करते हैं, दे आर नोन एज एयरवेज फ्रॉम एयरपोर्ट टू एयरपोर्ट. एक एयरपोर्ट से दूसरे एयरपोर्ट जाने के लिए जो रास्ता, द वे दे टेक इज नोन एज एयरवेज. Now there are two types of air transport. One is domestic airlines, or you can say one is aeroplane and one is helicopter. Okay. So children, we have seen that there are two types of air transport done, which is one is done through the domestic airlines and one is done through the international airlines. International airlines carry people from one country to another, whereas domestic airlines carry people within the country. So we have studied about it. Now I am going to teach you about communication. Okay. So we have studied about the postal services. Yes, let's see the postal services. There are three types of communication: verbal, non-verbal and written communication. This we have studied. Then we have studied in postal services. The postal services are transporting postcards, letters and parcels from one place to another. This communication is done through the postman. Okay, and in the dates back, मतलब बहुत पहले के समय में. You can see the picture of postman and post office. Then what is post office? Post office is a public facility. It is for all the people and it provides mail services. Okay, so we can send mails like letters, parcels, providing post office boxes. Now what are post office boxes? You all have seen in various parts of our country. You can see post office boxes. Okay, then selling postage stamps, packaging stamps, where you will get the stamps that we have to paste on letters and postcards. That also we will get through the post office. Post office may also offer additional services which vary by country. Speed post and courier services are used for faster and better communication. Okay, so children, we have studied in today's class about written communication, and written communication is mostly done through the postal services. Okay, so written communication is mostly done through the postal services. Through postal services, we can send letters, we can send postcards, and we can send speed post and couriers, parcels. So nowadays, this field is also revolutionized. Okay, And nowadays, to increase the speed of communication and for better and easier communication, speed post and courier is done. Okay, these are the fastest, these help in the communication becoming more faster and easier. So children, we have studied about the written communication which is done through the post offices. So there are various post offices in different part of our country through which we can get stamps which are pasted on the envelopes and letters. I hope you all have enjoyed today's class. So children, go through the lesson well, underline the hard words and read the lesson properly. Tomorrow after finishing the lesson, we are going to do book exercises. So I hope you all have enjoyed today's class. We will meet again in our next class. Till then, goodbye and take care everyone.